Continuing coverage of breaking news here on First News. Day 8, the search, the investigation for missing baby Lisa Irwin. Right now, the focus is on a back deck and a well in back of a house near the Irwin home. This in the area of Northeast 38th and North Brighton. You're looking at live pictures right now from News Chopper 9 HD. We have team coverage on this one from the air and the ground. Let's first go to KMBC 9's Peggy Bright, who is near the scene right now. Peggy, I know you haven't been there all that long, but what do you know at this point?
Well, we know that there are an awful lot of firefighters here, as well as police officers. They all right now seem to be getting organized as to what exactly they're going to be doing in the backyard. They have tables set up back there. I do know that this is something that they just felt like they had to go and search. No particular reason other than that they did hear that there was an abandoned well underneath this deck. And early reports were that they had intended to disassemble the deck. Now, we're not sure if that's still their plan because, of course, they're down there trying to strategize right now and figure out exactly what they need to do. Chris?
And at this point, we don't have any sort of information as to what sort of tip, what sort of information has led firefighters and police to this location.
No, I think the last thing we heard was that this was just one more thing to check out, like so many things that they have been doing for the past 8 days. They have been all throughout the neighborhood here. They've been over at the river. They've been to woods behind the home. They've been everywhere. They've checked on everything. They've even been to people's homes to see whether or not a child was actually the parents that they went to visit. And so they've done an awful lot of stuff to try to find baby Lisa, but they have not found any trace of her right now.
So the bottom line is this may be significant or it may turn out to be nothing.
I'm sorry, Chris, I couldn't hear you. I'm near some fire trucks. It's very loud here. This
may be significant or it may turn out to be nothing. True?
Exactly. It's just one of those things that they've done over and over again. They have closed off the entire street. It looks like a major operation, but I think it's because they have been so anxious to try to find any kind of lead. They have told us over and over again they have absolutely nothing to go on at this point. They have no suspects, no charges imminent in this case whatsoever, and I think they just want to make sure they have left no stone unturned in the search for Lisa Irwin.
KMBC 9's Peggy Bright there near the scene at Northeast 38th and North Brighton. Let's bring in Johnny Rollins right now. Your view from altitude right there. Certainly it looks like quite a bit of work going on there.
Yeah, you bet. And we're at a pretty significant altitude right now as well, just so that any noise that we generate isn't going to bother this effort. A couple of guys in orange suits there in harnesses. You see the tripod set up. We don't know if anybody's been down in that well yet, but we can tell you there has been a lot of activity here, and certainly they are preparing to, if they haven't already, entered that well. Now, we'll pull back and show you that this is an abandoned house, they're telling us, right along North Brighton. It'll be on the west side of the road between Parvin and 38th Street, and that's where, as you can see with all that equipment, we have Brighton completely shut down here. So as this endeavor goes on, it looks like North Brighton will be shut down, send you around the block, and by the way, this only a couple of blocks away from the home. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9, back to you in the studio.
Johnny, thank you. One more crew on this story right now. KMBC 9's Brenda Washington. Brenda?
Well, Chris, we're right in front of baby Lisa's house, which is right here. I can tell you detectives have been here all morning long. They've been circling the block, some of them stopping. They have been stopping at homes along here, talking to neighbors again. And also they have been walking up the street this way, talking with neighbors on this side, knocking on doors where they don't get any answers, like this house right here on the corner. At this point, I am told by Steve Young, who's the PIO for the police department, that they are leaving no stone unturned, as you heard Peggy Bright say. In fact, I am told they're actually bringing extra people in to help with this case, to help go over the steps they've already examined. In fact, about 2 minutes ago, we had 2 detectives that left here. They got out of their car right there. They went behind baby Lisa's house. Not quite sure what they were looking for, because at this point, they're really keeping things tight, close to the vest, as they say. And they don't want to divulge anything that would harm this case at all. But again, we're expecting more detectives to be out here as the days go on, and I'm told they will continue backtracking, going over leads they've already gone over, just to make sure they can crack this case. So, guys, back to you.
Brenda, thank you. Updates when necessary. Certainly, we're going to keep our eye on this search, and there's continuing coverage right now on our website at KMBC.com.